Hello, everyone. My name is Brayden. This is Airlist Quill 9, and in today's video, we are going to talk about Cambions. So, Cambions are mortals infused with fiendish might. They are found in any habitat just because they are widespread and can appear anywhere. And it says in the 2024 Monster Manual that they are fond of having relics as their particular treasures on their person, so that's interesting. But here's what the Monster Manual actually says about Cambions in general. So, Cambions are former mortals corrupted by fiendish power or possessed by insidious forces. While Tieflings are free-willed individuals with a hint of fiendish ancestry, Cambions are inherently tied to or remade by the wicked magic of the lower planes. Many Cambions serve the malevolent forces that are the source of their powers. Others seek to claim the might of whatever created them, or to seize otherworldly powers of their own. Among the most notorious of such Cambions is Ayaz, a villain who became an evil demigod and whose villainous nation threatens the free city of Greyhawk on Earth. Cambions come into being in disparate ways. We are given a table called the Cambion Origins table to help us determine the source of a Cambion's fiendish might. This is a 1d6 table. There are 6 options available on here. It says that the Cambion gained its power after being possessed by a fiendish being resurrected by an evil magic user, lengthy exposure to a lower plane, making a bargain with a fiend, suffering a god's curse, or taking part in fiendish rituals. With all that being said, let's now take a look at the new Cambion stat block. So the Cambion is a medium fiend of neutral evil alignment. They have an armor class of 19, a +4 to initiative. They have 105 hit points, a speed of 30 feet, and a fly speed of 60 feet. For their ability scores, they have a strength of 18, a dexterity of 18, a constitution of 16, an intelligence of 14, a wisdom of 12, and a charisma of 16. They are also proficient in strength, constitution, intelligence, and charisma saving throws, so 4 saving throw proficiencies. For their skills, they have deception at +6, perception at +4, and stealth at +7. For resistances, they have resistance to cold, fire, lightning, and poison damage. They are also immune to the poison condition. For senses, they have dark vision of 120 feet and a passive perception of 14. For languages, they know Abyssal, Common, and Infernal. And the Cambion is a challenge rating of 5 creature. This means it has 1,800 experience points and a proficiency bonus of +3. For its actions, the Cambion has a multi-attack, allowing it to make 2 attacks using Claw or Fire Ray in any combination. Claw is a melee attack roll with a +7 to hit and a reach of 5 feet. On a hit, it deals 1d8 +4 slashing damage plus 2d6 fire damage. And Fire Ray is a ranged attack roll with a +7 to hit, a range of 120 feet, and it deals 3d6 +3 fire damage on a hit. Finally, the Cambion has spell casting, allowing it to cast one of the following spells requiring no material components and using charisma as the spell casting ability. Twice per day each, it can cast Alter Self, Command at 3rd level, and Detect Magic. And once per day each, it can cast Dominate Person at level 8 and Plane Shift, targeting only itself. Spellcasting, by the way, is a spell save at DC of 14. With all that being said, now let's talk about the changes made to the Cambion from its 2014 counterpart. First off, the new Cambion has an increase in hit points. It now has 14d8 plus 42 hit dice. Previously, it had 11d8 plus 33. So there has been a significant increase in the number of hit dice there. 3, in fact. The 2014 Cambion also had proficiency in intimidation checks. That has been removed. Finally, the Cambion also had resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. That has been completely removed from the stat block. And the Cambion has also gained that immunity to poison, to the poison condition. It did not have that previously. The Cambion has also had its dark vision increased. It used to be 60 feet. It is now 120 feet, so that's a neat change there. Finally, the multi-attack has changed. The claw attack is entirely new from the Cambion. It used to have a spear attack that is no longer present. And it used to be that the Cambion had to make either two spear attacks, or two melee attacks with its spear, or it used fire ray twice. Now it can make two attacks using any combination of claw or fire ray, which is quite nice to have. Claw is different from the spear attack in that it uses the max damage, so that 1d8 plus 4 that used to be the max damage of the spear when you two-handed it, but it's also gained an additional d6 of fire damage that it did not previously had. In the same way, fire ray has had a small damage increase. It used to be only 3d6. They have now added in the addition of its charisma modifier. So yeah, it had gained a additional 3 damage on a hit, which is quite nice. Finally, beforehand, the Cambion did not have any spell casting. So spell casting is entirely new. Beforehand, it had a action called Fiendish Charm. This allowed it to target one humanoid within 30 feet of it, caused them to make a DC 14 Wisdom save, or they were charmed for 1 day, and then the Cambion could command them to do certain things, albeit not suicidal commands or commands that would damage it. So instead, they've completely replaced that with a spellcasting trait. So there are relics of what the Fiendish Charm used to be. This is in the command and the dominate person. So the command is pretty important here because since we're casting at 3rd level, we can now target 3 creatures with it. So that's pretty useful there. And then finally, I think dominate person is the one that's really representative of Fiendish Charm there. And casting at level 8, by the way, just increases the duration to, I believe, 24 hours. So that is why they have upcasted it. But other than that, that's all the changes to the Cambion. Overall, there is a significant increase in hit points for the Cambion here, and the damage potential is slightly increased. They have gained, I think, a relative damage increase of 7, it looks like, which is significant for sure. And then just the addition of the spell casting options is quite unique for them. So command at level 3 is particularly interesting there, since that does target 3 creatures, so that's a nice use of an action. But yeah, some definite improvements to the Cambion in general here, which is quite nice for them. So yeah, that's going to be it for this particular video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. We are releasing one of these videos every weekday, going over the creatures in the 2024 Monster Manual in alphabetical order. So just keep an eye out for those videos as they drop each weekday. Next on our list, I believe, is the Carrion Crawler. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you all. See you later.